I believe a film will get 12 or 12A rating as the description for a 12 rated film means films classified 12A and video works classified 12 contain material that is not generally suitable for children aged under 12. No one younger than 12 may see a 12A film in a cinema unless accompanied by an adult. Adults planning to take a child under 12 to view a 12A film should consider whether the film is suitable for that child. I think this would be a really good age rating for our film as it then appeals to a large audience, as the film's rating is not too low that people who are older won't want to see it, but it's also not too high so the younger generation can also watch the film if they want. Additionally, more will be able to see the film if it's given a 12A rating, as then people lower than 12 who still want to see the film will still have that option if their parents allow them to go and see the film. Why I think this classification applies to our film is the fact it doesn't have too much violence that would disturb people of a young age, so it won't be considered a 15. In terms of violence, the BFI say there may be moderate violence, but it should not dwell on detail. There should be no emphasis on injuries or blood, but occasional gory moments may be permitted if justified by the context. Also, the film can be any lower as the film does have a dark tone that the younger generation would really struggle to adapt to and understand. In terms in the use of language, it would be to a very minimal effect. If anything, there will be only 1 or 2 swear words, depending on what the scenes require. This still follows the rules of this film's classification, as it says there may be moderate language, strong language may be permitted depending on the manner in which it's used, who is using the language, its frequency within the work as a whole, and any special contextual justification. Reasons our audience would enjoy this film is a dark tone makes it more reliable to older ages. As our target audience is 20s to 30s, it would mean we needed a classification that has a wider audience ability. The reason why people of younger age would enjoy the film is because of the action that's seen in the film that would take place. This would engage the audience and make them interested in the rest of the story and that takes place and form a connection with the characters. The general response to our opening sequence was very positive, but the most frequent feedback we received was about the flashing lights, which as some said it may be hard to watch. However, we fixed this problem by telling our audience at the start there will be flashing images to prepare them. When it comes to the audience itself, I think their interest when it comes to the film is an engaging plotline that will keep them interested. This can be done through the dialogue that will inform them of what is to happen, but also the action that takes place that will keep them glued to the screen. As our film has a casual audience, I believe casual clothing would be expected, as the main target audience is 20s to 30s. To enjoy the film, I would expect the target audience to be interested in crime stories, as that's what the film is essentially. Also, the mystery is a big part of the film, as you don't know who's guilty or innocent. However, there is enough action in this film to keep people who like to see fight scenes and high-tension situations engaged. Our audience would like the film because of all the twists and turns that take place throughout. Secondly, it's also a very interactive experience, as the audience will have their own theories on who is the criminal. Finally, I believe the audience is important as they give our idea of your target audience, so you know the film you've created and how to then market it.